OARS is one of the acronyms that is used as part of the skills of motivational interviewing. And it describes the essence of this approach, which is so simple to describe, but very difficult to do in practice. And that's why having these little mental reminders can be helpful. So, open questions is the O. And often this is very difficult for doctors to do, for example, because we aren't encouraged to use open questions often in our practice, because we're sort of asking about certain symptoms and expecting people to say yes or no. Whereas the open questions, which tell me more about that, can you describe that, aren't the things that we're encouraged to do, and we're almost frightened that it's going to take too long. But in fact, what's been shown that just a short amount of these open questions, you can really get much more information than some of the checklists that often we have to do. Then the next aspect of this communication style is affirmations. And this is particularly important for people with eating disorder who have such low self-esteem and who are very much biased to seeing others as threatening of them and wanting to put them down. And so to behave counter to that, to note the positive, is something that really can rectify that abnormal balance, and so is particularly useful in this patient group. And then reflections, where we show that we are listening by paraphrasing, if at all possible, what's been said. I think we find it difficult to do, it has been parodied so much about therapy, people parroting exactly the same response, and I think we feel a bit stupid doing that. But it's helpful if we can sort of slightly change what is said, but making sure that we're showing that we're trying to understand is so helpful for people. And it doesn't even matter if you get it wrong. Perhaps it's even better if you get it wrong, because it models that getting it wrong isn't that bad, but also it's very difficult for us. Well, I find I never know what I think until until somebody else tries to suggest what I'm thinking. Then you think, oh no, it's not that. So that can be a good way of helping people to really know what they mean by something. And the final thing is to summarize, to try and collect all these aspects and to use it in a way that allows people to be talking about change rather than picking up the items that just allow the eating disorder talk to be sustained. So trying to change the way you focus your attention and the way the conversation's going so that people are more ready to be thinking about change.
Excellent.